Hello, magical gangstars. Welcome to another edition of the show where I will be your host, the Gangstar Magician himself, the one and the only, okay? And I'm here for you, okay? Because that's what I love to do. I love bringing you your message because that's what I do. That's what I'm here for. That's why I do it, okay? And it's an honor. It's my honor to deliver you this message, okay? That's for sure. Just know that's my honor, okay? Because you are the best, okay? That's for sure. Gangstar Magician feels a little bit better today, okay? Actually, yesterday, what I noticed I did wrong was I came on, I didn't really do much self-care as I usually do yesterday. So my whole day actually was pretty much not fun. Did not have a good day, so today I made sure the Gangstar Magician said, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to make sure I do what I got to do. Make sure I, sage myself, get myself ready to go, do my breathing. And now I'm here, okay? Now I'm here with you. We're going to have the best read ever, okay? I'm telling you, it's going to be the best. I got a good feeling. I got good word. It's going to be the best. Sorry, change what Michael said. He said, yeah, I'm going to let it be the best. He said, I'm going to take care of you. You guys are completely protected. He said, the head of security here, my co-host, okay? My main man. Yes, he is my main man, okay? And he is here for us. Just relaxing, letting in. He said, come on, go balance your chakras out. Keep balancing them. Okay, they can't get in your energy no more. Okay, the more you balance your chakras, the more they can't pull on you no more. They were trying to pull on your heart chakra and your throat chakra. But that's all being cleared. Okay, so they basically almost had like a ball and chain around your heart. Okay, I'm telling you, like around your heart chakra. That's where they were really going for. But it's okay. You're going to be fine. We're going to get through this together, okay? Because the same things happen to us, too. We're just like you. So let's get started, then. Let's see what we're working with. Let's see what we got. And we'll go from there, okay? I got new cards. They're golden, okay? It's a golden age here, okay? That's for sure. Why did I put those ones that far away? I'll have to reach over when I do second read. All right, so let's see what we're working with. Let's get an overall energy read here, God, please, and thank you for our Divine Feminine Collective, our favorite, the best of all time, the magical gangstars of the world. Let's know what's going on with them. So, of course, Six of Wands, they're going to be publicly recognized. They've won. This is their victory here. You won. Okay, victory is here. You're going to be awarded. Your good news is around, okay? You're being seen as a leader. You're coming off confident, and now it's time for you to be recognized. And that is why your self-esteem is completely rising here, okay? You're not thinking, you know what you are now. You're starting to realize that you're not like everybody else. You're different, okay? So you just got to keep going with it and embrace it. Your energy is sought after, okay? That's why it's so important to protect it. When I say protection all the time, I stress all the same things over and over because I know what works. That's why I do it. If I didn't know what works, then I would be a clown. And the Gangstar Magician is not a clown. He's a magician, okay? Magicians are not clowns. We are very skilled. Remember that. We do things people do not know how they do it. They do not know how we operate. Remember that. They don't know how to figure us out, just like you. And the way to do that is never respond the way they expect you to respond. No response is the best response, okay? Because remember, you have this Page of Wands energy, this limitless potential. You're an inspiration here, okay? That's why you're being publicly recognized, okay? You're very cheerful, okay? Good news is here. So, Six of Wands and Page of Wands, that's good news. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you, okay? Because not only that, but again, you have the Seven of Pentacles here, okay? You're hardworking. Of course you're hardworking. Your hard work, your long-term view is why you're being publicly recognized as Six of Wands. Okay, this is why good news is coming, because if you continue to do the right thing all the time and you work hard, things are going to work out for you. I don't care what anybody says. These people try to make it like that was all lies, that this devil shit. See, because the devil is you could get what you want faster through the devil. God, you got to earn what you get. But it's so much more rewarding, okay? And that is why. And that's the best part, is that you did not take the easy way here. You took the long road, okay? And that's why you're going to be rewarded here. Okay, because you are, clearly, this Queen of Pentacles here. You're this hardworking Queen of Pentacles. You're the ideal spouse. You're the one everyone comes to see. You're the one everyone wants to be. That's why you're being publicly recognized. That's why you have this limitless potential. You stayed hardworking. You're still staying hardworking, okay? You still have a long-term view, okay? You're still staying in this hermit energy, still becoming the best version of yourself, still soul-searching. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, being in solitude, because you're getting the wisdom that you need here, okay? You're becoming a mystic, okay? Yes, you are, all right? And that is why Three of Pentacles, people, they want to work with you, okay? They see that you're developing skills that they didn't know you had. You're showing just how consistent and hardworking you are. You're being, showing this limitless potential that you are, this Queen of Pentacles. I mean, you can do it all. You're the one they all come to see. You're the one they all want to be, and that is why you're being publicly recognized there. Of course you are. People, they want to work with you, but you're still staying in hermit energy because you're not in the mood for bullshit, okay? Because nonsense can't come your way. So these people can't come, but unless you put yourself around them, then that's a different story. Then you could be manipulated and tricked. But when you keep yourself in hermit energy, like the cards are suggesting, then that is when you stay in complete control. Now, I'm not saying just sit around and do nothing, but you have to work on yourself, and that's by focusing on yourself, focusing on the positive. Don't focus on the negatives. Don't focus on what happened to you. Don't focus on the bad. Focus on all what you want, the good in things, okay? And then that'll be more. The more you focus on the negative, the more you create the negative. That's why you got to understand the power of manifestation, okay? The power of your thoughts. Once you start really accepting that and believing that, that's when you really, you'll really start seeing things. And the Gangstar Magician is going to show you exactly how to manifest here, okay? You're going to see. You're going to see through him how it happens, all right? So just watch and see, okay? So let's get an overall energy here, God, please. And thank you for our Divine Feminine Collectives. Our favorite the magical gangstars of the world, the ones, the only, okay, the best. Been through it all. Love them. I fucking love them. All right, so let's get this going. What's the energy here? Okay, so bang. Somebody here is Five of Pentacles right off the bat. Somebody's losing it all. Okay, there's poverty. There's a lack mentality. I mean, there's bankruptcy, health concerns. Somebody's rejecting help, struggling financially. I mean, it could be unemployed. I mean, this is what they wished upon you, okay? This is what, if you probably dealt with this in the past, if you're not dealing with it currently, but this is all going to be returned to these people, okay? Because this is a projection. This is not what you are. You're not a Five of Pentacles person, okay? So that's why slowly but surely you are headed towards the Ten of Pentacles, and these people, here again, you're going to be publicly recognized, Six of Wands. So we've just seen that. Okay, people see you're victorious here, okay? You are the victorious, glorious one here, okay? Because these people, whatever they tried to project on you, it did not stick. Okay, yeah, it might have hit you, but it's not your energy. And you said, I'm returning it to sender. This is not my energy. I do not accept it. And now these people, they created this energy. Now they have to deal with it. So Five of Pentacles for all your enemies. Okay, and bang, because you have the Six of Pentacles, okay? Because you're receiving. They'll be not receiving Five of Pentacles. You, Six of Pentacles, will be receiving generous offers, okay? Kindness, support. People want to share wealth with you. You're going to be invested in, okay? Because you deserve it. You deserve everything you get. Four of Swords. Because you rest it, you relax, you call back your energy, like I just said, okay? You rejuvenate it. You keep calling back your energy. You're not letting anyone get to it. And you're clearing this out. You're clearing this negative energy out. You're going to keep clearing it out. And you're going to keep receiving what's meant for you. The more you clear this negative energy out, the more positive comes. Okay, and now these Five of Pentacles people, they want to avoid the Tower of Terror. Okay, they want to fear. They're trying to hold on. Okay, there's a prolonged upheaval here. It's telling me. Fear of change. They're trying to avert disaster, avoiding tragedy, delaying the inevitable, avoiding loss. You could only delay the inevitable for so long, okay? So they're just trying to delay the fact of them heading to this Five of Pentacles. It's like when you're at the end, it's the end, okay? It's already the end of the cycle, it's the beginning, but you still have to clear out the cob, like the wet, like this is like the last, you're scraping the last parts of the fucking off the thing. All right, get off. You're all stuck. Get out of here. Because remember, you have this Page of Wands energy, as we've seen earlier, the limitless potential, inspiration. I mean, it's very clear. Why else would you be? That's why you're receiving generous offers. People want to share the wealth with you. They know what happened here. They know what happened. Okay, they know that these people, Four of Swords, are reversed. They're burnt out. They're exhausted. That's why they're headed to this fight. They're coming off as burnt out and exhausted. This is the way they look. Okay, but you, on the other hand, you have this Three of Cups. You have celebration here. It's happiness. Okay, people, celebration. People like they're having a good time with you. Okay, people like to be around you. That's why you're receiving this. Because you are a hardworking Queen of Pentacles. Remember that. And that's why you're going to be publicly recognized for all you've been through. Okay, I just said you're going to be publicly recognized for all you've been through. Six of Wands. There you go, brother. Publicly recognized for all you've been through. Okay, so there you go. The Six of Wands right then and there. That's what that means. Publicly recognized, victory, award, success, good news, being a leader, confident, recognized. Okay, so there's nothing this devil is going to be able to say about it. Okay, that's why he's being seen. That's why they're headed to this Five of Pentacles. Okay, but they're trying to avoid this Tower. They're trying to delay it. It's not going to happen because you are receiving a generous offer and being publicly recognized. We've seen that 3 times already. And I just spoke it into existence, okay? So this tells me that you, Queen of Pentacles, are completely in control here. All right, there's no doubt about it, okay? These same cards keep coming up. This is opposite. Page of Wands in reverse, okay? So these people, they're hasty, gullible, impatient. They lack energy. Lazy, pessimistic, spoiled. They're loudmouths. They have a lack of confidence, and they're coming off very fearful. Of course they are. This is what this devil does, okay? Because they're caught. They're caught. There's nothing you can do. It only works when you're not. Well, you can't see what's happening. When you're pointing out that this devil is right here and their mask is ripped off, there's nothing else they can say or do. Okay, Five of Swords, because they wanted to win at all cost. And winning at all costs really cost this devil. I mean, that's why they're burnt out. Burnt out and exhausted is the best, there's nothing better than that. And that's why they're going to this Five of Pentacles. They have a lack of energy here, Page of Wands. They're stuck, dude. They're done, okay? They're not coming off pure and innocent like you. They're a fool in reverse here, okay? This is naive, reckless, foolish. This is stupidity here, okay? Distraction, negligence, risk, okay? Irrational, lack of faith, lack of hope. This person, there's no new beginnings here for this person, okay? This devil. Because look, they're headed to the Five of Pentacles. They wished this on you. They wished all the worst things on you. And now it's all coming back to them. And you are going to be publicly recognized while you're receiving this. Okay? Because Nine of Wands, you were too brave. You were too courageous throughout this whole thing. They tried to bring you down. They knocked you down. But you got back up. You kept fighting. It didn't matter how many times you got knocked down. It matters how many times you got back up. So what's going to come of it for this Queen of Pentacles? I mean, where is this going? We don't really have anybody, any particular characters yet. So, but we do know this. Four of Wands reverse over there. It's not a good time. There's conflict between family, friends, and community. Unstable finances. There's workplace conflicts, arguments, canceled reunions, perhaps. That's unfortunate. But at the end of the day, you, Ace of Pentacles, will be receiving a financial offer, okay? That's why, Six of Pentacles, you will be receiving, okay, a generous offer, and that's what's going to get you publicly recognized. There you go. So what else is going to come of this? Where's this headed to? I mean, is anybody going to do the right thing here? Are we going to keep having when is this going to end, really? Okay, so it's going to end soon because you have this Magician in reverse here because people are seeing through this devil, okay? They're being seen through. When you're being seen through in real time and people know what you're all about, that's the end for you, okay? There's nothing this person's going to be able to do to get out of this, okay? Because here you go, because you got the King of Cups here. All right, they get on your nerves. They're, up and down, but they're here. They'll eventually get you back. That's who their default is. They just need to get the courage up. We have to give them some courage. We got to make them be courageous. Okay, because bang, here's another one. I love it because we have to get them to be courageous. We love them. They are our King of Cups, and that is another one. I love that, okay? So King of Cups, yes, they're up and down, okay? They can be very much, shifty at times, okay? But they're very lovable, okay? So they just need to get their shit together. And once they do the right thing and get their courage, everything's going to be working out. Because remember, this is your counterpart's default, this King of Cups. Just like your Queen of Cups is your default. This is what that is, okay? Because these people, they're under judgment, okay? This King of Cups told us. They're under judgment, okay? I call judgment on them. We call judgment on anybody who tried to block you in this King of Cups relationship. That's for sure. Because what they did it for the wrong reasons, okay? They acted like they were helping this person, this King of Cups, but they were hurting them by doing that. They knew what they were doing. Now this King of Cups clearly sees, okay? They clearly see you in this Eight of Pentacles, mastering your craft, okay? Being an apprentice, building your business, okay? You're mastering your craft. You're committed. You're consistent. You're ambitious. You're starting to see reward. I mean, this is what you're doing, right? And this is why these people, Eight of Swords, are stuck. Because they didn't expect you to be like this. They didn't expect you to be seen this way. They didn't expect to see you receiving, being publicly recognized. Have a King of Cups here. And still stay in this Eight of Pentacles. Still mastering, while still mastering your craft. Not giving up. Not just, resting on your laurels. Because you could have, but you just want to be the best, you said. You said, I want to be the best around. Never going to find my way. Nobody's going to ever stop you, okay, and get in your way again. Okay, so let's see. What else are we working with here? We got their King of Cups here. That's beautiful. All right, so when is this going to, come to a completion? If this person is trying to avoid this Tower of Terror, but Five of Pentacles is here. I mean, they're going there, okay? They're going, okay, because you have this Ace of Cups, okay? You have this King of Cups bringing you this Ace of Cups. Okay, there's new beginnings, new relationships, new romance, love, happiness, conception, fertility, celebration, socializing. Okay, you're being publicly recognized. You're receiving this. I mean, Seven of Pentacles. I mean, you still had a long-term view. You're hardworking, perseverant. I mean, Eight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, I mean, you have it all. Except the Five of Pentacles is for these characters. That's for them. That's what they got. Magician in reverse. They're the worst. I hate these Magician reverses. Okay, they're stuck. They're Eight of Swords stuck now. This Magician reverse is so stuck. There's nothing they could do. There's nothing they could say. Okay, they have no energy. All right, they're headed to the Five of Pentacles. They are clearly being seen as like reckless, stupid, stu-nods. They're being seen as okay, burnt out and exhausted stu-nods is what you're dealing with right now. Okay. Who have conflict between each other. This is conflict between family, friends, and community, workplace conflict. A bunch of fucking Magician reverse stu-nods, okay? They thought they were big shots. Thought that they were fucking pulling one over on you. All they did was play themselves, okay? Because remember, you are this Nine of Pentacles, okay? You did a lot of 7 and 8, okay? Now you're going to get that 6, okay? And that 9 is why, because you are this Queen of Pentacles. You don't need nobody. That's why you're being publicly recognized. If you needed somebody to save you, then you wouldn't be this situation. All right, but the fact is you showed everybody who is who here. And you weren't even trying to. All you were trying to do was love this King of Cups. That's all you wanted to do. And these people turned it into a whole fucking charade here. Okay, they wanted to keep the cycle going with the world in reverse. Because they knew you coming together with this King of Cups was going to raise the vibration here. They were trying to keep things the way it was because they knew the higher the vibration is, the higher the vibrational spike, they get eclipsed off of it. Okay, because these people, they wanted you to be stagnated. They wanted you to have no closure. Just holding on, wondering, what if? Why did this happen? Why did they do this? Okay, but you're like, I don't give a fuck why they do this. Okay, because Knight of Cups, because you're focused on just the positive here. You're focused on still being romantic. You're still being charming. You still have new love. You're not worried about this. They needed you to worry about it. We don't worry about what happened in the past. The past is shit. Okay, we could look at the shit and then we flush it. Okay, there's no sticking. We don't stay in our shit. We don't sit there and say, hey, I'm going to stay in my shit. That's what the past is, okay? So if you don't enjoy what happened in the past, please, time to move towards the future, okay? You must understand that this devil is being released, okay? Because you have this devil in reverse, magician in reverse character. It's that clear that they're being seen. I mean, they're out. They're being released. I mean, this is. I'm talking real time. This has happened. This is being forced into it because you also not only have this King of Cups, but you have this King of Pentacles here. I like this. I feel good with this. You got this Ace of Cups. You're being publicly recognized. You're receiving a generous offer. They can't stop this. They can't block you. Okay, because Page of Swords reverse. They're being seen as deceptive, manipulative. Okay, this is a Page of Swords in reverse, Magician in reverse, the Devil in reverse. That is like the worst, okay, kind of person. That is like the devil, like on steroids. And now it's being released, okay, because here you go, Hangman, pause and surrender. People are starting to look at things, different perspectives. They don't like what they see here. They don't want it. They're not going to stand by anymore, okay? Despite this devil's being released. So it's going to be the end here, and I'll get into a new deck. One or two more cards. What's going to happen for this King of Cups, this Ace of Cups here? Who's going to be, you know, and now, look at this. These people, they're trying to avoid death. They want to avoid the Tower of Terror and death, this devil, but they're already being released. So this only tells me all that's going to happen for these people is a painful ending. There's no other explanation, because you are this, hear this wish come true. You are getting this Ace of Cups that will complete this Ten of Cups. And then there's nothing they could do. I mean, there's nothing they can say anymore. I mean, it's like, enough is enough. They can't block you. It's like, it's all over for them, okay? It's all over for this Empress in reverse, okay? This Empress in reverse is finished, okay? We know this. They're being seen as deceptive, manipulative. This is who they want to replace you. They could control this person. This person presented themselves as something that they're not. Now they're being seen as the devil and being released. And they're stuck in their shit, okay? I mean, this is very clear. They're trying to avoid this, though. They're trying to avoid delay the inevitable, but they're being seen as burnt out and exhausted. There's no happy home here with these people. There's conflict here, okay? They're being seen as very deceptive, not pure and innocent, okay? Not at all, Knight of Wands, okay? Because you have that fearless, adventurous energy. They try to present themselves like that. So what's going to be the end here? What's the hopes and fears here for this Empress in reverse? What's going to happen here? Okay, so just know the King of Swords is here, okay? So the King of Swords sees everything, and the King of Swords has seen enough of this Empress in reverse. That's for sure. I mean, I just said that. What's going to come of this King of Swords, okay? And that's Three of Wands, and you're going to keep building, and you're just going to keep going and going and going, because you're not going to stop, because why would you? There's no need to. Okay, so let's get this. I got another deck here. It's a new deck. Another new deck. Yeah, I don't know. These are like gold, whatever. These are gold too. So I guess I had a gold, whatever. I was trying to search for gold. I was on a gold spree. I don't know. These are weird though. They like feel like they're flimsy, but I don't know. Whatever. Gotta switch it up here and there. But they're not like regular cards. Like they almost feel like something else. Like they're too very like. I don't think that they could even be bent. These cards. That's how weird they are. So let's get an overall energy here, confirmation, clarification here. God, please and thank you. At least I've got the King of Cups and another one. We got the King of Swords here. Got an Ace of Cups. Should be publicly recognized. We know this Empress in reverse is being seen as the devil in reverse. Being released. Very deceptive, manipulative, Magician in reverse, one trick pony being seen through. They're stuck in their shit. So let's get it overall energy, clarification, confirmation for the magical Gangstars. God, please and thank you. Okay, so bang, here he is. Here's your confirmation, clarification. What was the last card I just pulled? King of Swords. Here's your King of Swords here for you, okay? So we know the King of Swords has seen enough. They're here. When you have the King of Swords here twice, that means that karma is coming here. Somebody has to answer, okay? Somebody has to answer, because you're the real Empress, okay? You're the real Empress, not this Empress in reverse. They try to portray themselves. That's what I'm saying. They projected this on you. This Empress in reverse, Five of Pentacles. This is what they were trying to make you out to be. But that is exactly what they are. Oh, man, see, I told you these cards are fucking crazy. I'm not stopping this read. See, now I don't like what these are. Now I'm not going to use these again. Now you see. I was telling you, they feel like they're completely all on the floor right now. Now I have to do all this. And I'm not editing this, okay? Because I rarely ever edit anything out, and I'm not editing this out. So let's just talk a little bit while I'm down here trying to, you know, fix this up here. I see the Two of Cups is down here, though. And these are the fucking worst. These are the fucking worst. I'm so aggravated right now. You have no idea that I have to go pick these cards up like this. And they don't come up easy. I'll never do this again. Never gonna do this again. Throw these in the trash now. Now they're all in messed up ways. At least we all, you know, we're all friends here. What if I was like auditioning or something and then I did that? I'm like on an audition and then all of a sudden like, I just dropped all my cards everywhere. So, sorry, pal. Well, because of this. They look cool though, but they're not cool. I don't like them. Alright, so what else is going to come of this? Sorry about that blooper. Alright, we have this King of Swords here. It's going to be the confirmation. When that happens, that means somebody's seen enough here. Completely seen enough. Okay, because look, your Chariot's here though. You have this 2026 Chariot. Limited edition, fully loaded. I mean, that is here. It's here. I like how, you know, people Four of Pentacles, they thought that they were going to steal from you, but this King of Swords seems to be here. They've seen enough. They have seen enough. Especially when they're out like that. 2 in a row like that, King of Swords. You have the King of Cups here. I mean, you're 6 of Swords leaving us all behind. Okay, this is what you had, this Chariot. Movement's here. You don't need this nonsense. Okay? That's why they're going to come chasing you. Alright, they're heartbroken. They're completely heartbroken, this Empress in reverse. They know that they're being seen as an Empress. They're being seen as what they said you were. And it's like, what is the reason? They don't even have an answer. The King of Swords is asking you, why did you say this? They're trying to avoid it. They don't even want to answer. So they think that the King of Swords is going to go away or something. No, the King of Swords is going to come grab you now. That's what you're making happen, okay? Because the King of Swords, Ace of Swords, sees very clearly what's happening here. That is why they're out and about. The King of Swords does not come out and about until they know exactly what's happening, okay? Sorry about that. Got cut off. I'm really fucking up now. I do apologize, so please have pity on me. But this is a good read. I don't want to, like, just stop it. I'm running out of time, and I still have to go to work, and I can't get my shit together. Please, God, help me. So what is going to happen here? How are we going to get this going? All right, we know that you're completely in control here. I mean, it's just except I'm not in control. I got to get in control. Gangstar Magician needs to get into control now. Okay, he's got. I guess he's really showing his. He's got to get humble, I suppose. Maybe that's what it is. All right, so what's else? We're all leaving this behind. We know that. Okay, because confirmation again. This Page of Wands reverse energy. These people are impatient. They're lazy. They're pessimistic. They're loudmouths. They're, you know what I mean? They're big. They think they're big shots, but they have no energy. Because justice is here, okay? Justice is here for them, okay? Because it's what it is. I mean, this is what happens. Is that energy balances itself out. I mean, you can't get away with this. That's what it comes down to. So I'm going to show people. You cannot get away with this, whatever this fucking devil shit is. Doesn't work, okay? It might work for a little bit, but you always lose everything in the end, okay? Always. But when you build things with your lover's energy, you don't lose love. Love is forever, okay? Especially when you're with your counterpart, okay? That is a forever love. I mean, this is lifetimes of being together. So this isn't like, you know, some bullshit. Like, I mean, some people might think that it's just whatever it is. You know who is your fucking counterpart at the end of the day. And Four of Pentacles, and you know who's trying to be a thief here, who's trying to steal, whatever it is, okay? It doesn't really matter. Like I said, your counterpart could do whatever the fuck they want. It really doesn't make a difference. But you have this lover's energy. You have a King of Cups. You have an Ace of Cups. Okay, and you have rolling in this 2026 Chariot Limited Edition. While this King of Swords, you got the double King of Swords here. So, I mean, and now look, this Empress in reverse is in a Queen of Cups in reverse energy. Now they're crying. Now they're all begging. They're coming up. That's what they try to say you are, crazy like that. Oh, fucking hanger on her. But the fact is, that's what they are. And you, Page of Pentacles, are clearly manifesting all this. Clearly manifesting it all. Because it's over for them. It's all over. You're too much. You have too much love. Too much. And that's why 10 of Wands are going to be carrying the burden. There's nothing else to say anymore. Okay, it's over for these people. The end has already happened. Okay, it's the beginning of this year. Okay, now you got to understand what the plan is. You have Saturn going into Aries for a long time, for the next 3 years, or whatever it is, it's going to happen direct on the 13th. You have Neptune already going in Aries for good, and then Uranus going into Gemini. Once those three go, this is over. And that's what you have to remember. It's all about that. That's where this energy comes from. But it's so difficult to explain without sounding crazy. But as long as you know, as long as you really know what it is, okay, that these illusions about you are being shattered, then it really doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. But you got this love. You're never going to lose it. No matter what. They thought you were going to go bitter. You never would. You never would. And that's why confirmation again. 8 of Swords, they're stuck. Stuck in their shit, this devil. They're stuck. Okay? Because you are this unconditional loving. You'll always be unconditionally loving. Okay? That's how you love. You're not going to sit here and just love half-ass. Okay? You only want to be with the one you love the most. This is why this lover's energy is here. That's why you have a King of Cups. That's why you have an Ace of Cups. But you're not focused on that love anymore. You're focused on being the best version of yourself now. That's what you're focused on. That's what your main goal is. The best you become, everything works out for you better, okay? Because look, you're going to get your wish come true, 9 of Cups. You are a wish come true. You're never going to stop. Again, Hermit energy. You're going to stay in Hermit energy, okay? You are just keeping going. You're going to keep soul searching, and you're going to keep become the best version of yourself. You're not missing anything. These people want you to think you're missing stuff. You're not missing anything, okay? Everything's coming to you. They can't stop it. They can't block it. Everything's energy. It doesn't matter what happens in this. It's all coming to you, okay? Because Page of Pentacles, you're manifesting this, clearly, okay? Financial opportunities are coming, okay? You're putting this together, okay? The Hierophant's supporting you. They see that you are the one to be supported, not this Empress in reverse. This Empress in reverse probably came from money, a family of money or whatever, and they kind of like, you know, flew through the cracks, but this is an evil person. This is an evil person, this Empress in reverse. They're very evil, okay? They're not balanced temperance like you. They don't have balance at all, okay? They're fucking, you know, they don't have a thirst for knowledge like you, Page of Swords. They think that everything is like they're big. They think they're know-it-all. This is what this is, a know-it-all that does not know nothing. So what's going to be the end result for this know-it-all? I mean, they're trying to avoid. There's no endings here. They're just trying to avoid that. They don't want to have the Tower. I don't know what this person like hiding in a closet somewhere. They're 8 of Swords. They're stuck somewhere. I don't know, but they're trying to avoid this. I mean, they're clearly not being seen as the star in reverse. I mean, clearly tried to steal your star energy, tried to act like they were you, but now you call that energy back. You're the complete star here, okay? You're the one who has this Knight of Wands energy, this fearless, adventurous energy, lover's energy, balanced. 9 of Cups, wish come true. I mean, the list goes on. I mean, you were 2 of Pentacles. You adapted. You were flexible. You're balanced. You keep going. You won't stop. I mean, you got this Page of Cups energy. You're intuitive. You get creative opportunities because of a new love's headed here. This lover's energy. You have a King of Cups. You have a King of Swords fighting for you here. Okay? Like, basically, slicing and dicing this Empress up in reverse. And now they're in this Queen of Cups. They're trying to act like you're doing this to them, that you're making this happen. Look at this, another confirmation, death in reverse, okay? So that's like 3 confirmations there, okay? They're trying to avoid death, like I said. They are hiding in a closet. You got this Page of Wands in reverse energy twice. You got this 8 of Swords twice. I mean, you got the King of Swords here twice. I mean, that's pretty, like, especially when you do 2 decks. I'd never even used these decks before. So it's just like, what are the odds of, like, this ever happening, okay? Because remember, here's the 7 of Pentacles again, okay? Long-term view, okay? Hardworking, persevering. You stayed. I mean, what other questions can I ask here? I mean, what's going to come of this? They're trying to avoid this death, okay? They're stuck. They have no energy. So where the fuck is going on with these? Where are they? Hiding? They're probably on the run, these people. This Empress in reverse. They might be on the run right now. They know that's how bad it is for them. Okay, look at this. Tower is here. Okay, Tower of Terror. They can't avoid it any longer. It is here. It's here. Okay, you can't avoid it any longer. You just keep staying in Hermit energy, okay? Because that's all you need to do. You don't have to even see this. You don't even have to know about this. But just know it's happening. It's better off you don't know certain things, all right? Let us worry about this, all right? You just keep being the best version of yourself, and we'll take care of this, okay? These fucking greedy, fucking stingy people, okay? We're going to take care of this, okay? Archangel Michael, All right, Gangstar Magician. Archangel Michael mostly, though. I'm just going to be behind them or something, and I act like I did something. But yeah, Archangel Michael's going to be here, and he's going to take care of this, okay? Because you have the strength of 10 women, the strength of 10 men, and you're just going to keep fucking getting stronger, okay? You're not going to get yourself put in this fucking line of fire here. You don't need to be visible. You need to keep staying in this hermit energy. That's why the love is coming here. Okay, I said you got to keep staying in this hermit energy, is what I said. The love is coming. And here's that hermit. There you go, brother. That is a good one. I said it, and here is the hermit, man. Here is the hermit crab. He said, let me tell you something, brother. He said, it is time. He said, I know I didn't shave in a while, and I need to get new clothes. And I kind of hunched over, and I had this thing here, but I know what I'm talking about, he says. He says he knows what he's talking about. So that's what the hermit tells me. And he says, you stay in this hermit energy will get you your King of Pentacles, because your King of Pentacles loves you. That's for sure, okay? And I'm going to end it there. Okay, I'll do one more. That was nice, though. That was good. I love the way that ended, though. That was a good one. Okay, and yes, they are having bad karma, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. That is the karma. They have to see you, like, this is 5 of Cups. They have to see, they're so in regret, disgusted, that they have to see you like this. They got to see you in all your glory. All your glory. I love it. I fucking love it. 3 of Wands. You're going to keep building. Okay, you're headed towards this 4 of Wands. Okay, because you are the one who brings the fun, because you are the sun. You will always stay positive, and that is why I love you so much. I really do. I fucking love you. You're the best. You really are. Just keep doing it. Keep it up. Everything's going to be fine for you. All right, you need to believe. Just believe. Come on, believe. Come on, you could do it. Let's get some oracles. That was good. I ended good. I love it. I fucking love it. I got a couple skits here now. It's 2 I got working an hour, though. It's going to be difficult to get it all together, but whatever. So let's see. We'll get some oracles. What advice do we have here for this this hermit? This lovely hermit that we have here. This lover, yeah. This lover boy hermit. Lover girl hermit. That's you. You are going to be publicly recognized. Because miracles do happen. It says miracles. You are a miracle. You are a miracle maker, okay? Because you're being asked to pay extra close attention to all the big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life. And to those that are currently occurring and are still to come. Miracles surround you. Be on the lookout for them. Believe in miracles. Do you believe in magic? Because I do. Do you believe in miracles? I do, okay? Because you are the miracle. Because the difficult road is over, okay? The hard part is over, it says. Difficult road. Spirit of perseverance, being prepared for great things, walking the hard path of life. You didn't take the easy path like these people, okay? You're not the type of person who's going to sit here and say, oh, no, I'll look the other way if kids are being molested because money's coming. You're going to say, go fuck yourself, okay? I don't care about what money you're talking about. Get the fuck out of here. And this is why whoever these people are that are trying to, protect these pedophiles, they're in a lot of trouble now. And I'm not talking, I don't give a fuck about what's happening in the physical. They're in trouble with the King of Swords. Archangel Michael is coming for them. Tell him, Archangel. Tell him, brother. He said, yeah, that's it. He said, what a rush, is what he said. Now he's coming for them. Because we are the road warriors. Me and Archangel Michael, that's for sure. Okay, and now these people are depleted. They're completely out of energy because you didn't give up. It's a miracle. It's a miracle that you didn't give up either, okay? Because you are over-giving and not taking enough time to rest and rejuvenate. Perhaps these people are, okay? Now, they are. You may have done this, but you're reevaluating your relationships and commitments, or you may soon risk your health deteriorating somebody. That's not even you. This is these people that are, basically these pedophile protectors. If they doesn't make a difference, they are over-giving by allowing this. Because what? What are they getting out of this? Money, a place to live, or some status. Fuck out of here, brother. It's time for us to protect. We're here to protect with these children now. Okay, because you're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. Okay, and we're also going to protect others that are less fortunate than us. That's what we're here for, 8th House crew, Gangstar Magician. We're here to protect. Okay? It's important, though, you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. Seen that already. But you always need this. It's just always, you have to protect your energy. You have to believe that. These people are pulling on it. They've been pulling on this energy your whole life. Okay, why do you not want to listen? Okay, because look, I told you, you don't want to be in a scattered energy. This is what these people are. They're scattered energy. That's why they try to take your energy. Okay, you have too much on your plate and have lost your focus. This is causing you to feel exhausted and overwhelmed. Prioritize your well-being and create a new plan. That is when you take on too much. That's why it's too many options. That's not going to help you. It's going to hurt you because you are already abundant on your own. You don't need options. You are the abundance. Yes, you are the abundant one. Okay, you're being asked to be open to abundance. We see this a lot. Okay, to believe that you're deserving of it and to believe that it will flow to you. That is the first important step to receiving it. Breathe deeply and trust that it's on the way. I trust that this abundance is on the way. I trust the abundance on the way. I believe it 100%. Why wouldn't I? I believe in miracles, and that's what's going to happen. Okay, because you got to listen to me, it says. Listen. Just listen, for God's sakes. It's like that they tell me to tell you. You're being asked to listen to your inner voice. Not just me, but listen to your inner voice. It's been guiding you to do something or say something, and it's time to act on its wisdom. It's time to act on the wisdom of whatever this inner voice is. Okay, because it's time for you to make a choice. Okay, somebody's got to make a choice. Okay, they got to choose the right way or the wrong way. Okay, because you're being asked to make a choice that you're being struggling with. It's time to decide what path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition, eliminate everyone else's input, and feel your way into the choice that's right for you. The time is now. A lot of these are directed towards the divine masculine too, okay? Divine feminine, so just know they're the ones that have to really make the choice. You've already done what you needed. The hard part's over for you. Now it's the divine masculine's turn. They have to fucking stand up for this. Because a lot of divine masculines are pedophile protectors. They're letting this happen because they're scared. Come on. Now is the time. If they can't fucking defend children, then you don't want them anyway. If they're going to sit back and let fucking children be fucking molested and hurt just so they can have some status and money, you don't want them anyway. Okay? And you're going to speak your truth. Okay? That's what this is. You're speaking your fucking truth right this second. Okay? And you're not going to stand for this. You stay silent long enough. Speak up. Stand your ground. State your perspectives. You will rise to a higher vibration when you let your voice be heard. You will raise to a higher vibration when you let your voice be heard. Okay? And that is why sometimes you got to step back after you speak your truth. Because when you step back after you speak your truth, you don't have to get all in there. You started whatever it was, you threw your little fucking thing, and now they're all coming undone. Okay? Because you're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective. That's why the Herman energy I suggested already. Okay? Because it's already what you were doing. It's what you need to do. Just stay in it. Just a little bit longer, okay? It can be hard to make a decision, okay? When you're too close to the situation. That's why I said, speak your truth and then step back, because when you're too close to it, okay, it can be hard to make a decision, okay? So you can make the wrong decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective needed. And that is what you're going to do, because I love you guys, and I love you guys. Thanks for all my new subscribers. I do appreciate you. Thank you for my members. Thank you for everybody that's been here with me since the beginning, middle. Now, I'm so thrilled. We're going to build together, okay? Because we are the 8th House crew, okay? We're going to build together. I'm taking you with me. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you, we are like the Jeffersons, brother. We are moving on up, and you are coming with us, okay? So check you later, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.